Okay, everybody, BATJAC J.W. here, and we're getting ready to do the radio show. So I'm actually going to place the recorder over here. Some of the procedures I do before we start doing this is I obviously set the camera up, and then I run a test shot, which I've already done, to make sure that I'm not cutting the top of my head off with the frame and everything. So actually going ahead and hit record. Okay, so, and we are on. We're recording. We also have the audio going. It's Saturday morning. You're here, tuned in with BATJAC J.W. Same time, same place, same channel. Hasn't changed. But you know, we're still going through some stuff and still pumping out videos, and the channel's still growing. We're actually coming up to almost what is it? Let's see. I think we're coming up to pretty close to 15,000 subscribers. That's quite a lot. Never really thought I was gonna hit anything like that starting this channel. And yeah, I started a lot of this just for movie sake, and I love filming things, and yeah, I enjoy a lot of the old stuff and old movies, and so I thank a lot of you, the near 15,000 of you that have subscribed to the channel, that like it. Some of you may have just subscribed because you came across a random revolver video or something like that, or whatnot, and you kind of maybe look at the recent videos, and maybe you're not, hopefully you like all the content. Hopefully, I know there's not something, I'm sure not a lot of it is, something somebody's going to enjoy, but or something like this. They stumble across this video and they go, what is this? I thought we were supposed to be looking at old Smith & Wesson revolvers, and now we're tuned into some kind of 20-minute chatter thing. But that's okay. That's what we do every Saturday morning. This is we gather around the BATJAC Army here, and we chat and we listen. Some people just listen, and some people watch. So, and we go through some comments and things like that. But I want to kind of set this out there too. One of a longtime subscriber of mine and a YouTuber by the name of Real Cobra Burnout. I want to say this because he just recently posted up a video of somebody that actually stole his videos. I never understood why somebody would do that on YouTube. They just steal somebody's videos and then use it as their own and create their own channel. That has happened to me a bunch of times. And I was very fortunate and blessed that a lot of you got right on that, went after them, reported them, and it got taken down. And I'm sure there's probably still more stolen content of mine out there. But the Real Cobra Burnout had that happen to him recently. He did a video on it. It's really nice to see a lot of us that, and you, the subscribers, even though you don't make videos, some of you don't, some of you do, that band together and we help each other out and stuff like that. And I think it's just, to me, theft is theft. I worked loss prevention for many years for the Sears Holding Company. But it's just, I never understood that. It's just like, it's not yours, it doesn't belong to you, and you're going to steal it. You're going to steal something, I don't know. But, hey, people do all kinds of stuff, right? Drink gasoline and whatnot. So let's get to some comments here. I got first comment up. I'm just reading them off. I got the computer, little laptop set up. That's the way we're doing these things now. It kind of makes it interesting to do. So I got one here from Joe P. It says, "Good morning, JW." Good morning, Joe. How are you? Got the coffee rolling. We're actually got during the time of the filming right now, I got a storm brewing outside. So interesting enough, out in the middle of the desert, you think, it's like, I never thought I'd ever say, man, oh my gosh, there's rain. Because coming from Hawaii, there's rain all the time. So I must say I miss it. I miss the rainy all the time. So I got Jerry Johnson. said, one of my favorite movies I watched with my dad was The White Buffalo with Charles Bronson. Great movie. Yes, The White Buffalo is definitely one of the early ones that I saw too. It's one that I have not yet, per se, pulled the trigger on and got and actually bought. It is on Blu-ray. It does exist. I do want to get it. I should get it. It's a good movie. The beginning, it's a J. Lee Thompson movie again. I should get it because it's the whole beginning opening sequence is pretty violent too. It shows that buffalo just rampaging through and just ransacking and murdering all kinds of people. So it's crazy. Mr. Holzer, he actually typed in. He says, "Yes, sir." Mr. Holzer is actually, he claims that he deleted over 300 of his videos, trying to make sure that he was within guidelines and stuff like that. And that's something we've been struggling with. I want to keep it here. Don't want to go anywhere else. YouTube is an amazing tool, and I want to stay here. So yeah, we were talking a little bit about that. So 454 Packer says, "You prefer older movies? Me too. Yes. Yeah. Do you have any favorites? Favorite newer movies? Anyways, more wants than money. But yeah, newer movies that I like there are some that they came out that I do like. No Country for Old Men stand out as one of the ones that I like that was more of a newer film. And well, of course, and then Walk in the Woods with Nick Nolte and Robert Redford is one of my favorites too. That was a recent one that came out. It's a good comedy. I thought it was really well put together. I wish it was longer. That movie, to me, it could have been longer. I wish it was longer. Another one that they came out that could have been good. The story was excellent. You see where it had major potential to be something very good, and it was one that kind of, I think, slipped under the radar was Killing Season. If you haven't seen that, it's got Robert De Niro and John Travolta. It's kind of, I don't really want to spoil it, but they hunt each other in the woods, and you could have, just by looking at it, you saw the potential. You saw where that movie could have gone if it was longer and more detailed. It really, but it's still, I own it. I still own it. So, the Bohemian Hunting Club writes in a good show. And he said, Lion Quest Fitness says, "You look good in black. Blackjack." Good guys wear black. Thank you, Lion Quest Fitness. Appreciate that. Only good guys wear black, or good guys wear black. I don't want to drop kick myself through a windshield, but I think thank you for the compliment. I think if you haven't seen that movie, I think you will. Scott F., the older movies and the 80s are dearly missed by me since he grew up in that time period as well. Yeah, just something about that time period, man. That was some of the best movies, really. Varen K says, "It's really bad to see the junk they make and they call it a movie. The saddest part of it all is how many go to see them." Right, there's so many people that just, they don't even know. It's like you're sitting there watching a movie, it's like, man, that has been like remade and remade again, and they're still doing it. It's like somebody, what was it? It was when The Thing came out. Oh, that's such a great. I'm like, that's a remake of a remake. That's a remake. What? Yeah, that was like an original black and white one with I think Raymond Burr, and then later John Carpenter remade it with Kurt Russell, and then now they're like prequeling that. I don't know. It's like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Prequel, sequel. Part 2, spin off of that. Oh no, the origins. Man, I'm confused, and it's totally gone to the tubes. It's just terrible. Bernard Flood, greetings from Ireland. I always look forward to Saturday afternoon as he is 8 hours ahead. Although the sun rises earlier here and it shines brighter where you live. It remains hot in the summertime. That's for sure. We're out here, we're ready for winter, or what we so-called get as kind of a winter. So, Edward Petty says, "Enjoy the show. You are correct. I'd like to have a library of firearm books and references." Yes, it's good to have those books and references. I know I'm still that guy that likes the big catalog of stuff. You flip through it and everything like that. Something about having that physical copy in your hands rather than just something on a screen. Peppered88 says, Black Dog and Roadhouse, both great movies. So is Dirty Dancing and Kinfolk. I think maybe you're talking about the Next of Kin. I have that one. Bogart and everything. So yeah, you can't go wrong with Bogart, in my opinion. So. All right. So I know we're like 10 minutes into this thing, and you're going, all right, come on. I clicked on this video to find out what's the new thing you got. What did you buy? So those of you that have actually been on the Patreon page, you've already seen it. Those of you that have been subscribed to my my second channel, that is BATJAC J.W. radio show. I almost want to just, never mind. Well, but anyhow, yeah. What did you buy? Come on, come on, BATJAC. Well, some of these, I don't know if you can see that in this room, but what did I wind up buying? I wound up buying a Glock, and I know it's like people are gonna go, what? What the heck? What's going on? Oh man, I got. But no. All right, there's a reason for this, okay? And don't before you guys start giving me a hard time and start leaving nasty comments. Dislike the video right away. There's a reason for this. Because of my job and what I do, and there's qualifications that I got to do once a month with it and everything like that. This is the choice I made for that job. I know I was carrying the 1911 for a while, but I was getting dinged on points and stuff like that due to some regulations due to the qual and everything like that. So I wanted something that was going to make it give me the edge, per se. I don't want to be one of those guys and say, well, it's going to make me shoot better. Shooting better is just getting to the range and pulling the trigger. So this is what I chose to give me the edge. The Glock 34. You know, some people are going to go, that is a massive gun. Why in the world would you choose that? Actually, it's the same size as a 1911. It really is. It's the same size. It's not any much more bigger than a 1911. I chose this thing because it, for all intents and purposes, for the job and everything, the simplicity of it. It really is just grab the thing, pull, and pull. There you go. It's got an 8-inch slide with about a 7-inch sight radius, 7 and some change or something like that sight radius. So this gun really points really well, and a lot of the qual is just really because of the time on it and everything. It's really, you really just have time to pull and just kind of point shoot at the target. So I must say, I just recently did my qual and got a very nice score that I've not had for a long time using this one, the Glock 34. So yes, I went with that. It's got a little cutout on the slide. People ask, is that for because it's ported? It is not ported. They actually cut out on the slide up here to reduce some of the weight. So other than that, it really, the only thing they change, the only thing on this thing is different than a 17 is the slide and barrel. Other than that, recoil spring, everything is the same other than the slide and the barrel. Adjustable sights and everything you got on there, but the frame is the same size as 17. Takes the 17 mags and all that, even the recoil spring and all that. So that's what I wound up getting. I know some people are just, but it has helped me out with my job, and it's gone really smooth since I got it. So in fact, I got to run a little cleaning thing through this. So one of the things I really like is these. They're called ramrods, but I just call them the giant, big old Q-tip. They're really neat. A little ballast on applicator. I always get these things a size bigger than what you're like. These are, for instance, these are 40 caliber, and I've been using these on my 38s and my 9 and all that. And the reason I get them a little bit larger is because then it helps really get a tighter fit inside there and really, for say, squeegee out the barrel. So it's neat. So what I do is I just take this thing and just drop it right through. right through the breech like that, and just pull through, almost like a bore snake. I know it kind of looks like I'm pointing it at myself, but there you go. Just kind of pull that right through. Just kind of helps clean out the barrel a little bit, just for that little. And there you go. That's the beauty of it. I'm not going to go too crazy because I'm still in the process of shooting this thing after work. So the other news, keeping track of the channel. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get my Lee turret press set up. Although I have the Dillon 650, I still have it. I need some parts for it, so I just haven't really actually pulled the trigger and got the parts for it and everything like that. And the whole machine has been so cannibalized. It's in pieces everywhere. So right now it's just not up and running, and speed is not necessarily something I'm going for right now. So anyway, I'm going to get the Lee turret press set up, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to order that stand that they make for it because it's good for confined spaces. I don't want to set up a giant table of reloading stuff and my bench and all. I just really don't want to do that because I don't want to pack all that stuff up and you know, in case you know, I just really, right now the future for me, it's a little, so I'm not sure where I'm going to really be. So I don't want to set up a whole bunch of stuff that I'm going to have to take down shortly and all that. So this is just something nice I can do. It's a little stand. It goes up. It's you know, they're fairly cheap on Amazon. They free shipping. You know, things like under $100. So I'm gonna get it, set it up. I even got the dies. I yanked them off the Lee or the turret, not the turret. Come on, J.W. The Dillon tool heads. Yanked them off of that. I even had to order a powder through die because I lost mine because these things have been attached to Dillon for so long, and the Dillon has got its own powder through die and all that stuff. But anyway, that's what I'm doing with that. So keep an eye on the channel. I'll be posting some videos on that and when I get all that going and everything like that. But yeah, this thing has not had its own starring video yet. It will. I'm not sure when I'll post it, but I did do a lot of comparisons on slide and barrel and all that stuff to a 1911 to really give that comparison, because I did a lot of videos and researching on it before I went ahead and bought this thing. There was a lot of stuff that I wanted to know, including its size, because it was like so many people were like, whoa, why would you want that thing? It's not as bad as you think. In fact, it's as far as the Glocks go, it's become my favorite one, really. And I used to have a 17, I used to have a 23 with the 9mm barrel conversion, guys. If you've seen my channel, you've been around. I used to have a 17. It's actually right before I really started doing the YouTube bit. I had a Glock 17, which I don't have anymore. Sold it long ago. So when it came down to buying another one, I kind of was like, I don't really want to buy something I already had. Because it seems like I was like, there was something about doing that. I don't know. Something irked me about it. So then when I started really doing more about it and I started thinking about what I need it for and everything, it's really one of the very few guns I've ever bought for the sole purpose of its function and needing it and not really have anything to do with a movie. Although, come on, you're waiting for it, right? It's used in Man on Fire by Denzel Washington in the beginning and the movie End of Days by Arnold Schwarzenegger. So, hey, there's something cool. So, before I get out of here and call it a day and you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, about going live streaming. It did have a pretty good turnout. I do like the way it turned out. There was a lot of you that actually showed interest in that. And so we might do it again. So if I do decide to do it again, it'll be posted ahead of time as a reminder, so everybody can get in there and chime in and be like, "Hey, that's right. Tonight he's going live. Let's check it out." So until then, I'll see you guys next time. I'm BATJAC J.W. Thanks for tuning in and thanks for being here on the Saturday morning. And there you go. It's all the new stuff I got going on. So that, guys, right there, that was a 19-minute video for the main channel. 19 minutes up there. I'm gonna go ahead and actually let's see. Yeah, you guys actually are on the recorder wise. We're almost at 20 minutes now. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the laptop down here and get that closed out. So, you know, honestly, guys, I don't know what it was about the last radio show, but it really got, it didn't, I don't know if it was if it was notifications or something. I see, I'm not too savvy with a lot of this stuff, but it really did not seem to get viewed by a lot of people, or the views were kind of hindered. I don't know, or I don't know what you would call it, but it just didn't seem to reach a lot of people. And it kind of concerned me because normally we get a pretty okay turnout for these things, and you know it's you know, people are still watching. But yeah, you know, I don't want to. It seems, because there's, you know, this takes some effort to do these things, and I just don't want to, you know, if people aren't interested in it anymore, you know, it kind of like, well, you know, I don't want to keep doing it. But anyway, I don't know. It just seemed like the interest in it last time was not or like I said, it could be just the notifications. People aren't being notified that, you know, that hey, the new video came out or something like that. Because I heard that happens. I don't know. It just sometimes it feels like that, I guess. I don't know. But, you know, I keep doing them. You know, I know there's a handful of you that still enjoy the Saturday morning bit. So we keep doing it for you. And, you know, checking it out and everything. So, but yeah, you know, I did order that Lee. I'm going to order that Lee stand. So far, I was just putting together everything I need. So I went ahead and ordered the riser for the powder, the disc auto disc powder measure thing that I got. Found my scale today. I was looking for the scale. It was right under my nose, and I couldn't find it. So what I just had to order was the powder through an expander die off of Amazon, the riser, and a little shell holder thing for it, because I couldn't find any of that stuff. So I was just trying to track down everything that I'm going to need for it, and you know, hopefully put it all together and start loading some 9s for the 34, so I can take it to work and practice with it and shoot it. Because, you know, so for somebody like me, you know, I've been reloading my own ammo for so long. It's kind of difficult for me to buy ammunition. It really is, because I just feel like, oh man, yeah, I just know it's cheaper for me to just make it. I don't like knowing that, you know, it's like costing me, you know, the way it does for just 50 rounds of ammo. I just like to know that I'm just, you know, loading it myself and all that. So, but yeah. So anyway, that's that. Yeah, today I did get to qualify with the 34, the Glock 34. I did really well with it. I'm really pleased with it. I really am. It definitely, I like it. It did well. It really did well. So, but anyway, guys, as always, you guys are listening to this early, so you guys get to, you know, get a little treat on this early with being subscribed to this channel and everything like that. And then I'll get this video uploaded. I am gonna try to get I have a Throwback Thursday video, so I'll try to get that uploaded. I'm not sure when it's gonna go up on Thursday. I might just upload it when I get back from work, so that everybody can get a chance to see it. I don't know, maybe because everybody's working, and maybe, nah, I don't know, just not gonna reach. I don't want to, you know, I just feel kind of, I don't know, when you get the videos out there and they just, like, you know, with not enough traffic to them, I'm just like trying to figure that out. So, but anyhow, I'll keep trucking along with it, you know, keep the channel floating and going, and so, you know, we'll do what we can. See you guys.